Welcome, Rover. A pleasure to see you again. Oh, no need to rush toward the abyss in such haste. Please, take your time to enjoy this interlude before the story meets its climax. Did Ovidius's story stir sorrow and anger in your heart? By now, you must have realized that Resonators' fate was forged by the Sentinel. With that truth exposed, have you ever suspected that humanity's fate could also be the design of a higher being? A girl, born into a land ravaged by war. Tell me, why was she fated to stand against the divine and endure a second suffering? And that one born of Sonoro itself, designed to serve as the core of a hollow system? Who scripts such destinies? Who appoints such suffering? If fate cannot grant equal grace to all, if it cannot offer each soul a just and rightful end, then perhaps it is we who must tear the old script and become the authors of a new one.
No matter how noble your reason may sound, the crimes you've committed in Resonators are far too great to ever be forgiven.
Oh, I care little for my own fate. I am but a small footnote in this grand repertoire. One day, my role too will end. And if that finale serves to bring the curtain down with perfection and grandeur, I'll gladly add it to the script. However, my moment on stage is yet to come. The spotlight now belongs to the people of Resonators.
You wrote Ovidius and all of Resonators into a tragedy, just to prove a point. You speak of divinities with disdain, but the moment you took up that quill, you became no different. I don't trust you, or the quill in your hands.
Certainly. I do believe there is someone more worthy than I to wield it. We've invited you before, many times. Should you choose to accept, you would be the one to hold that quill. Unbound by Resonators' fate, and still you descend into the abyss alone, to aid in their defiance of fate. Aren't you merely playing the role of savior? I know you bear a power not of this world. It grants you a courage that borders on folly. But even so, Overthrax's power lies dormant within Abbey. A Threnodian's essence is one and the same. Should two such frequencies ever collide, Leviathan could use the dark tide to possess Abbey, merge with Overthrax, and eventually complete its rebirth.
I'm all right, Rover.
You've never questioned what Abbey is, have you? Never paused to wonder why it grows dizzy each time it absorbs the dark tide. You do already know what the dark tide really is. Perhaps once Abbey merges with Leviathan, it will recall what it once was and find its true self. If that's the risk you're prepared to take, I suppose I can revise my script accordingly. Leviathan has long sought its harbinger. You weren't its first choice. That role was meant for Augusta, Septimon's current Ephor. The paradise should have descended as I had written. Yet, the priestess's arrow, fired at the cost of her very existence, sent the story veering off script. Still, any script worth its ink must be able to adapt. Just a few careful strokes, and we found the perfect protagonist to bear the mantle of despair. We knew your plan from the beginning. Now your companions are lost to the dark tide, adrift with no anchor in sight, fated to sink endlessly into the depths. As for Cartathea, the divinity that granted her a second life is dead. Do you truly believe her humanity alone can stand against Leviathan? Yes. Hope amid hardship makes a finer tale than one of aimless doubt. The audience always favors stories steeped in distress, struggle, and ruin. Alas, this interlude must end here. Leviathan stirs from its slumber, and with its wrath comes its gospel. Now then, show me. Show me that humanity can rise against the divine. Prove your will is your own. Prove you are worthy to pen your own fate. But if humanity cannot cross the threshold of the divine, then we shall be the ones to write its fate instead. Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets their hour upon the stage, and then, in the blink of a moment, is heard no more.
I believe in them, just as they believe in me.
Of course, you've always been the protagonist of our play. But what if the one we speak of, the one meant to end Leviathan, is not you?
What? So your true target is...
The special scene between her and our grand architect must not be disturbed. But now take a brief rest. The stage is nearly set for your finale.
You are too late. The purest dark tide has swallowed him, and the stairway to the paradise lies in ruins. Run all you like. Your chance to save him is already lost. Such is the nature of fate.
If I believed in fate, I wouldn't have made it this far.
You think that little flame can burn this dark town? You drown in delusion!
I know it's not enough. What if I had some of this?
You intend to unleash the tacit discords within you. Those savage frequencies alone will destroy you before the dark tide even gets a chance.
I tamed them once. I can do it again. It's just a matter of what I'm willing to lose. If saving him means we still have a shot at taking down Leviathan, I'll risk it all. My will, my everything.
Lunatic!
Let's see whose fire burns hotter. Don't tell me you're getting cold feet now.
Everything you have fought to keep will burn to ash.
Then let it burn! Time to make a choice again. Hunt with me, or die with me. If you still want to see Leviathan destroyed with your own eyes, this is your final chance. Either way, I've already made my choice.
I called on you time and again to unleash your true power. And now, of all things, this is what gets through to you. You would risk everything for a sliver of hope.
I would, no matter the cost.
Just as I foresaw, she arrives to save you from the abyss. A fleeting spark, kindled by all she once had, burning for a hopeless stand against the furious tide. What awaits you is your end. Now, roving outlander, don that exquisite mantle once more, and step onto the deserted stage you are destined to face.
How much time has passed? No path to take. Nowhere to go. Wait. What's that ahead?
Death is a divine gift bestowed upon humanity. Those you cherish now. A lucky few had their names carved into this ancient stone, but far more, those who once stood by your side you've already let slip away, like raindrops into the sea, lost to the depths. One day, even this Steely will follow, swallowed by the tide of your fading memory, just like the rest.
I will not forget them.
You've changed from who you once were. Still stubborn, as always. But now that you feel has made you weak. Go on then. Your destination lies just ahead. When the bustling stage quiets, all who played a part in your fate will take their leave. Only you remain for the final bow. From beginning to end, you've always walked alone. That is the truth you cannot escape. Abby's condition was written into our script long ago. Even if you strike Leviathan down, Abby can no longer serve as the vessel to seal Leviathan's essence. Only one variable slipped past our design. Her. The Revenant returned from the dark tide. She could have bridged your failing forces and brought Leviathan to its end. But the moment she gave up, your downfall was written. Hope scattered like ash. Oh, harbinger of the dark tide, you can save no one. What follows in your wake is ruin, and ruin alone. No, not fond of how the story ends, are we? Well, fortunately, you are not like the rest. Your fate rises above the masses. You still hold the power to choose. You always wanted to be the savior. Now that chance lies before you. The one you've known was coming all along.
Shut up, you noisy pest. You don't buy his nonsense, do you? In the flesh. Took a few tricks, but I made it in. This is your mindscape. Leviathan drew it from the deepest layers of your mind, using the purest frequency of the dark tide. Everyone has a mindscape. Some say when countless seas of consciousness flow together, they make the essence of Solaris. I've seen many places, but nothing quite like this. It must mean a lot to you.
But I saw Carlotta, Brant, everyone. And you. You were all just like in that illusion I had before.
Leviathan preyed on your deepest fear of losing the ones you care about, and turned it into these gravestones. The ones who seem the strongest often fear loss the most. That's how Leviathan slips in, by exposing our pain to the light. If you let it take hold, you'll never break free. In the end, your mind and body will be devoured, dismantled, reshaped, and assimilated. It's no better than death. So, you could say this place hangs between life and death. Your friends are here too, each of them fighting their own demons. But... can you feel this?
Yes. It's warm and real.
There. Look up. When I hunt, I often travel through the night. The darkness is thick, but faint stars hang above to guide me. But those stars don't shine for me. Long before I even looked up, they'd already been watching over the sky. Leviathan has underestimated human resolve. To me, these gravestones, they're signposts left by the living for those still fighting. Like stars destined to burn out. They refuse to stop shining until the very end. There's always someone in the dark, giving their life to light the way and pass hope to those who follow. That's why you and I, we don't stop moving forward. Sometimes, all it takes is the first step. That's enough to light the way for others. And maybe one day, they'll be the ones lighting the way for you. I don't know your past, but I do know the future you want isn't one of death. Being scared of losing someone just means you're human. But the people you love, the ones who love you back, they'd never let you face the end alone. This isn't where it ends. If you want a path to open, remember all the people you helped anchor to a future. Now, it's time to anchor yourself. But before that, take a look behind you. You've come a long way, changed a lot of lives. That's your past, but it's also your strength. So use it. Hope is still out there, waiting for you. Take this spark with you. Take the step. Through darkness, into the light.